So in this video, we're going to be adding and subtracting mixed numbers, but we're going to use the BB+T method. We're going to change everything to an improper fraction so there's no borrowing necessary. So the very first step we do is to use the BB+T method, bottom times the base plus the top, to change those two fractions into improper fractions. Remember, we could change that negative to plus a minus so it doesn't confuse your students. Then I'm just going to use the butterfly method. So I'm going to have 56 and then negative 90. So 56 plus a negative 90 is going to give me negative 34 over 35. I'd like for you to do the fourth one, 4 1/5 minus 1 3/4, using BB+T and the butterfly method to turn in class. Now what happens if you don't have to borrow? If you never have to borrow, then the butterfly method you only have to apply to the fraction part. So there's actually a shortcut. Let me show you it. I'm just going to add my two regular numbers, my integers, 1 and 2, and then I'm going to deal with my fractions. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Then I'm going to use the butterfly method to multiply 3/5 and 4/7 and get 41/35. Once again, that's an improper fraction. So you've got to change that to 1 6/35. And then you can add the 3 to it. So you wind up with 4 6/35. We're going to extend it just a little bit so that we have x's and y's. That tends to make people a little nervous, but we're still going to be doing the butterfly method. It's much easier than what you may think. So I'm going to do the butterfly method and get minus 10y, then minus 12x, and I'm going to write that on the top, minus 10y minus 12x, and then on the bottom I combine the 4x and the 2y to get 8xy. But I'm not finished because these guys have some things in common. Notice every number is divisible by 2. So I'm going to factor the 2 out of the top, and then I can reduce it and cancel the 2 into the 8 and wind up with negative 5y minus 6x over 4xy. So I'd like for you to answer this question and turn it in class. If a student wrote the following answers, do you count them correct or incorrect? So I want you to compare the answer that I got with A and B and see if they are correct.